Hi guys, it's Laura from My Mimi's Crochet, and today Persephone and I are going to talk about goals for 2020. And well, maybe she doesn't want to talk about goals. She's more interested in I don't know what. Um, but I actually have quite a few goals for 2020, but they all they're all craft related. I do personal goals, but you know those are different. I guess she's gonna leave. Um, See, these are all my goals. It's a whole bunch of them, but they're going to be. I think they're going to be fairly easy. I'm not going to say easy. It's doable. The first thing is I will be, aside from my subscription boxes that I get, I have canceled quite a few, and I added three new ones. I will not be buying any yarn for as long as I possibly can. I need to use some of the yarn that I already have, and I have yarn coming out the ears. So I will be focusing primarily on using lots and lots and lots of my stash. And hopefully these will help. So my first one is to use a minimum of 100 skeins of yarn. And that's throughout the year. That should be pretty easy thing to do. And if you break it up into a month, it's like 8.3 skeins per month. So that's not hard to do. It shouldn't be hard to do. Okay, the next one is to use a minimum of 20 hanks from my stash. And that's like just a little bit over, kind of like 1.5 hanks of yarn. And if you use hanks, you know that you pretty much have to use 2 hanks for a project. So that should be definitely an easy one to do. My third one is, I'm not going to count because I'm going to lose count somewhere along the way. My next one is to use 50 cakes of yarn. I am not particularly fond of cakes. I do have cakes, and I think when I was just looking around and counting that, I counted roughly about 50. And but I'm hoping to use almost all of my cakes, especially the ones that I don't like the mandala, however you say it. I am not a big fan of those. The long sections and then the abrupt break. I'm not a fan of those. So I might just something to get them done. Just use them somehow. Don't know how, but that is my goal, to use about 50, or to use no fewer than 50 cakes of yarn. Should be a good thing. And this right here will help me use all of those yarns. And it's to learn 12 new stitches, 1 per month, and complete a project using that stitch. 1 project a month, learning a new stitch and making a project. That should be pretty easy. I'm thinking scarf, hat to donate. You get that should be an easy one. I am gonna try, but my goal, of course, it's a goal, so it's not it's not set in stone that I have to, but I have down to participate and complete 12 cows. Come here, Persifs. Heck, I did 3 in December alone. It kicked my behind doing it, but I did do 3. So, just thinking, Lether, whenever we get their box, they do a crochet along for that project each month. So that's 12 right there that I could conceivably do. Lether also has their 13 Days of Halloween project. Ashley said she is not going to do the Advent calendar next month. She's just going to do a 12 Days of Christmas project. So there's one for December. I'm not sure what Southern Skeins has planned for Christmas, but there's another one. The 12 cows, it doesn't have to be one per month. It's just 12. Ashley at Lether said that she's has another one. I think it's a spring box planned, kind of like the Advent calendar and the 13 Days of Halloween. And so I think she said that she wants to do 4 per year. So that's 4 right there. So we'll just have to see, how that goes. But, so yeah, I'm going to attempt to do 12 crochet alongs throughout the year. What do you think, Persifs? Okay, my next one is to sell 10 items. I just want to see if I can. I've had a couple of people, whenever I show things, ask me if it's for sale, and I always tell them no. So I was like, well, why tell them no? Why not tell them yes? And just to see. So I set it to sell 10 items. I should have set it to sell 1. But, why not see if I can do 10? Who knows? Okay, so see if I can sell 10 items. As I was glancing, this is the next one. As I was glancing through all of my yarn, I was, just saying, I've never used that yarn before, and it's just sitting there. I have some yarn that I've bought, and, I bought it just to buy it, and I've never used it before. So I have to use 24 yarns from my stash that I have never used before. And to give an example, I have, let's see if I can get a better one. I have this Cotton Kings yarn right here from Hobby, and I've never used it. So, here's 5 of them right here. Oops, are you following? Here's 5 of them right here that need to be used because they're just sitting here in a Ziploc bag. So my goal is to use 24 different yarns that I have never used before. So this would be 1. And the skein count can count towards my 100 goal. But that would count towards using a yarn that I have never used before. That was just to give an example. Okay, so that's that one. I do a lot of things the same, like with hats and stuff that I donate. And I was like, I think I need to step up and do some different patterns for hats. And just also different patterns in general. So, uh, one of my goals is to complete 24 new patterns. Um, what, basically two a month. So I mean, I can make 2 hats a month to donate in a new pattern, and there it goes. And then I have the pattern in my head. If I like it, I can do it again. If I don't, then I don't have to worry about it. Does that sound good? I think she likes that idea. Okay, which leads into my next one of make a minimum of 48 hats for donation. I normally make tons and tons more than that, but a minimum of 48. That rounds out to about 4 per month. And then whenever I do get the call for donations, I normally can hammer about 2 a day. So that's just 48 hats throughout the year. I can do that. My next goal is to make 40 memorial blankets for the hospitals here. Having lost, having miscarriages, a stillbirth, we did get little mementos. And I thought I brought Siobhan's up here, but I didn't. But I was thinking, somebody donated their time to make those different items. So I thought about making 20 each for both of the hospitals here. We have Fairbanks Memorial, and then we have Bassett on the Army post. So that's my goal, is to make 20 of those in all white. So they don't have to worry about boys or girls. They're just going to be all white. My next goal, because I only have, like 2 or 3 days to finish, and I know I'm not going to, is to finish all the whips for 2019. I only have 5 left. So that shouldn't be hard to do at all. And 2 of them are blankets. Okay, I wanted to learn something new. And not just one something new. I wanted to try a couple of different things. So this one comes into my learning something new. So I want to take a spinning class. That's just one. I'm not going to sign up for a year's worth of stuff. You guys know I've done that year-long thing. Not going to do that anymore. But I want to take sign up to take one spinning class just to see if it's something that I might enjoy. And if so, then I can sign up to take another and another and another. No, I'm not going to go out and buy a spinning wheel. Trust me, the thought crossed my mind before I even knew how to spin that I wanted to buy a spinning wheel, but I didn't. This will help me decide whether or not I want to buy a spinning wheel. Another thing that I want to do to learn something new, I've dabbled in Tunisian crochet. I've made just, one, I think I made a washcloth. But I want to learn, like a new stitch. The only one I know how to do is that regular, you go across and you come back. And, that's it. And that got kind of boring. So I'd like to make a Tunisian project to learn something new. I'm always about learning something new. So this one will come as learning something new. You look a little too comfortable. Doesn't she look a little too comfortable? Yeah. Okay. I am going to kick myself in the head, and you guys will understand this. Actually, there's two of them. Let me see if I can get you a little. There we go. You guys will understand this one. I hate amigurumi. But I'm one of those people that I can't let it get the best of me. So I have 1 year to start and finish one amigurumi and do it all on my own. Only one. And I actually have the pattern and the yarn, and it is in one of these project bags that I have filled with yarn. So one amigurumi. I can't let it get the best of me. Yeah, I just can't. So I hope that I picked one that is super easy, and if not, well, I will, I'll kick myself in the head. But I'm going to finish it. Okay. My other thing, because it's something new that I've not done before, I can't say that I haven't done it before, because I have done it before, is I designed a back scrubber to use in the shower. And my friend Kathy, who is probably ready to kick me in the head, who has been asking for the pattern, I don't know how to write a pattern. So I designed a pattern. Now I have to figure out how to write it. So I'm going to make it again, and this time write it down row by row what I did. That's the only way that I know how to do it. And then after that, I'll have somebody help me rewrite it, if that makes any sense. Okay, but yeah, so Kathy, that one is for you. I know you've been waiting for it forever. Okay, so another along the lines of learning something new is to felt. I've seen some different felt projects at the farmers market here, and the fair, and a couple of other things. So I thought it might be kind of cool to maybe enter a felt project into the fair. So it's also coming under learning something new. So in my learn something new, I want to felt one project. There we go. And again, in learning something new, I can knit, and I can purl, and I can yarn over. And there's a couple of other ones that I can do. But I've only ever made one complete project with knitting, and it was a washcloth. And everybody keeps saying that Ross's knit hat is easy to make. So my goal, because I want to learn something new, is to make Ross's knit hat. Just one. If I make more than that, that's fine. But just one. And I have, thankfully, a year to complete that. All right, I still have quite a few. I told you I had lots and lots of goals. My other one, or another one, is to teach somebody to crochet. And it was funny, is while I was coming up with my goals, our homeschool group, knew that I crocheted and asked if I might be interested, in volunteering a couple of hours a week to, ow, 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 stop, ouch. Yeah, she's hanging on to my ear. Oh, thank goodness. That hurt. Yes, that hurt. Okay, so I'm going to be volunteering a couple of hours to help teach people to crochet. And I've already had one family sign up. So that's going to be kind of cool. Whether or not I can teach them to crochet. And I think I'm going to measure that as I'm going to try and teach them how to crochet, just a washcloth or a scarf, and then go on to a hat. So I figure if they can make a project, then I was a success. Okay, I'm going to save that one for the end. And I'm in a crochet knit group and we do lots of crocheting and knit for donations for the different agencies around here. But I did learn of another, and it is primarily knitting. I think when I talked to her that I would be the only crocheter there. So I'd like to go and visit them and see what they do, and go from there. It might be something that I enjoy going to. I think they have a meeting once a month. So I can do a meeting once a month as long as it's not on a Zumba night or a hockey night. So that's good. You guys are going to laugh at me just like you laughed at me with the amigurumi. And I'm okay with that. This one, I might be stretching it quite a bit. I need a blanket for my bed. Yeah, go ahead, laugh. I know you're laughing because I'm laughing about it too. And, but I need a blanket for my bed. My son stole one. My grandson stole one. So, I need a blanket for my bed. And I have on here, what the hell are you thinking? Really? Want to do this? I do want to do this, and I know it's going to be a hard one. But goals aren't meant to be easy. Goals are meant to be something to strive for. And I've only ever made lap blankets and baby blankets. And just think of all of the yarn I can use. I mean, talk about a count towards the 100. See, I'm thinking. And I'm just going to make like a scrap blanket. I'm not going to... I probably have enough yarn in one color to actually make the blanket. But I will tell you, I am going to pick the biggest yarn I can find. If I can find yarn that's like this big around, that'll be quick. What, maybe 4 rows and then I'm done. Okay, yes, this is yes, I am keeping that. Another goal is to make a sweater for me. I've made tons and tons of baby dresses. I've made tons and tons of baby sweaters. I very rarely make anything for me except a hat and a scarf or a shawl. I need something for me. So I'm going to attempt to make a sweater for me. I might not wear it outside because I don't know how it's going to come out. But I can at least say that I did it. And I can always wear it inside because it's sometimes cold in here. We tend to lose electricity very often. Not yet this winter. But we have, excuse me, we have already lost heat once. And it's something that we have to work on every day until we get that one pipe unfrozen. My husband doesn't have to go get heating oil every day, twice a day. So, I mean, that's still something that is still a problem, is keeping warm. Persephone is not very big, and she doesn't keep you very warm. Okay. No, this is not actually Dr. Pepper. It's actually Diet Coke. But I didn't want to accidentally spill a Diet Coke all over my table and then have to clean it. So I got an empty Dr. Pepper and rinsed it out, and boom, there we go. Okay. I got a knitting book, and I could have sworn I put it right over there, but I don't see it there anymore. But it's about making a blanket. You see where I'm going with this? It's a book on how to, to learn to knit, and they have you make squares. And can also go along with my learning a new stitch each month. See how they're all coming together? But it has 12 squares in it, and it's a progressive book, and I could have sworn I had it right there, but I do not see it right there. But I would like to complete that actual book, so do like a square a month. I knit very, very slow. So I might have to play with this goal a little bit and maybe go down to doing 6 squares for the year. I'm a very slow crocheter. I'm even slower at knitting. Think about a sloth running at full speed. That's how I knit. No. Think of a sloth resting on a tree limb. That's how I knit. Yeah. Okay. Am I biting off more than I can chew? I probably am, which is why I think I will have to revisit this throughout the year, but we'll see. Another goal I have is to enter 20 items into the fair this year. I think I did 13 or 14 this past year, or this year. So next year I would like to do 20. And the theme and colors and everything, that's throwing me for a loop. But thankfully I don't have to just use those colors to enter stuff. But I will have 1 or 2 items made with the colors. And maybe you guys can help me find something that I'm looking for. But that'll be a different video. So yes, 20 items into the fair is my goal this year. I have 4 more left. Yeah, I told you I had a huge amount. This is something that I've never done, and I'd actually like to see what I've made throughout the year. So one of my goals is to keep track of the items that I've made. I mean, I can tell you, I made this and I made that, but I'm actually going to keep pictures of the different things that I've made, keep all the, and I'll have those, I'll take it to Walmart or something and print it out. And then I'll have all the specifics, with that, with that project, the finished project, the yarn that I used, the hook, the pattern, and any other thing that I can think of, that I might need for a future if I wanted to do it again. So that is one. That's not even a goal. I don't even know why I have that there. So I have two more left. Organize my yarn stash. Yes. I'm not going to wait for my husband to put my shelves in. I will probably go ahead and do it. It's just easier that way. I just wanted to drive my husband nuts. So that's why I thought that I would have him do it. But probably not. I'll probably just go ahead and me do it, get it out of the way. He has other honeydew lists to do. And so, yeah. Organize my yarn stash. Whether I organize it on shelving, organize it in totes, it's just got to get organized so I can see what I have. Because last year I bought a lot of yarn because I didn't think I'd have enough to make a particular project. That turned out not to be true. And I have duplicates upon duplicates upon duplicates. So, organize. And let me put this bad boy back. And I have actually kind of two planners to help. One, my last goal is to start my sheeple planner. And it's just like any other planner. It's a yearly thing. It'll help with my goals. I used to do planners all the time for homeschool, but I help my son with his planner now, and I just keep the stuff that I have to worry about on my calendar. He's in helping him set goals and taking responsibility for his things. He made a planner this year to make sure that he has what he needs to complete, when he needs to complete it. And of course I helped him because I'm the one who's teaching him. So we just the dates that we have to we have for different things, how to fit his taekwondo, his guitar lessons, football, and all that other kind of stuff into his planner, when he can do, his schoolwork, his lessons, his sport. So it all, yes, he is only 14. And of course, I do the majority, but I need to teach him that he needs to also take responsibility and making sure that he gets all of his work done that he needs to get done during the day. So yes, I'm mean mom. I I teach him, I give him assignments, and he needs to make sure that they get done during the day. And then we can go on with the next days. I have my own plan of what needs to get done, but I don't use a planner for it. I just have my calendar and, the different subjects and stuff that needs to get done. So, for right now, this is where I got this at Walmart. It's one of the little bound ones. So I have all my goals, and they're all numbered so I can put in there, if I actually did it or not. And I will have a video. I'll have a video, probably the first of each month, to see how I'm progressing from the previous month. So I think on January 1st, I'll have a kickoff party to start my 2020 goals. And then on the 1st of every month, I'll find out how I've done and if I'm on track. And not starting too many projects at one time. You guys know how I was with that. Okay, so I'm closing for now. I want to know what your guys' goals are. I can't be the only one that has like 900 goals, although they all fit in. So I don't think I've bitten off more than I can chew. And if I have, I can always revisit. That's the thing about goals, is they're not steadfast. They're meant to help along the way. And if I can see that I'm not going to meet the goal, maybe I can not change it and not stop it, but find a different way to reach that goal. So, that's it. Come on, guys. You have to have some goals out there. My main goal is to not buy any yarn. And that's going to hurt. My grandson gave me this for Christmas. $50. He's such a sweet little boy. How can I not buy yarn with that? I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a Cricut machine. The hell do I need with one of those? So, this is just rambling now because I can't believe I said that I can't buy any yarn. Maybe whenever I use 100 skeins or 100 different things of yarn, I can go on a yarn ban. Buy a lot now? Yeah? Nah. I need to use the yarn that I have in here. It is overwhelming me right now. It's just killing me. So a lot of this yarn, of course I have my donation bins right over there, and I will be counting those towards the stash because they are in my room. I have bins downstairs that have not been brought up yet. I won't tell you how many bins I have in here. Okay, no, I will. I'll be honest. I have 10 bins in here, or totes. Totes. I probably have I know for a fact I say 2 of the big, huge totes in here are donation yarns. I have, or yarns that I use for donation. I have 4 more downstairs in the living room. Big, huge ones for donations. Or for items, or to make items for donations. And I think I have about 10 more huge ones that are just filled with yarn. So, yeah, I need to get on the ball and start using what I have and not buying any more yarn. I have more than enough yarn to keep me busy throughout the whole year. Plus some. Gonna use as much as I can. Alrighty. You guys tell me what your goals are. Oh, and send some if you guys have a new pattern or something, because I have to use patterns and stuff. So, that's the grandson. So, send me some, patterns if you like something and you want me to try it. I do have to make a sweater. If you know of a good sweater pattern, just, send me anything, or tell me anything. Tell me I'm nuts. I know I'm nuts, but tell me yeah. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. Am I crazy? Am I, yeah, I know I'm crazy. But, yeah, give me your feedback. Tell me your goals. I've rambled on for too long now. I need to go check and see what those boys are doing. It sounded like they were definitely up to no good. Although quiet normally means that. All right, guys, I gotta go. Have a great day. I love you all, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.